Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of February 2022. Now, it is a general reading, so that being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Also, although I am reading for February, you could be feeling these energies whenever you view this video. Whether you view it in February, March, April, May, whenever you're drawn to the video is when you were meant to hear its message. So at the heart of the reading, and the first card out in your reading, we have the card of Eros. This is a card that speaks to love, falling in love, romance, deep connections. It can indicate that someone has stolen your heart or that you have stolen theirs. This can be an indicator that if somebody was closed or had their heart closed, they will now be ready to open up again to love. Somebody could be thinking of you or you of them. As these energies can go vice versa. So on the card of Eros, I see that we have Mars here and Aries. I feel like somebody kind of wants to take action on this connection, but maybe they're sitting back or holding back from what I can see here with this Four of Coins. I feel like somebody could be fighting the connection, and this could be because of the Ten of Swords. Now I feel like, I feel like this is somebody that you were in a relationship with. I feel that they had the chance but lost it in the Ten of Swords. Now the Ten of Swords is about learning from the past or past experiences. It can represent bringing something back from the brink of death or failure. It can speak to recuperation, of saving something or of hoping to, but it is tied with the past, so you have to look to the past for the lessons if you want to bring this back from the brink of death. I feel like this person has been holding back, that they have information. I feel like they could be afraid to... It's like they're holding on to information. The Four of Coins. My goodness. I feel like... I feel like this person has a lot of insecurities, possibly that are deeply rooted. They're definitely holding back something that could be important to the relationship, or important to saving it or recuperating it, or to see growth with regards to this situation. But now, if this person is indeed fighting it, as I feel like he has something and he's not sharing it. I feel like he has isolated himself because of something he's done. And most likely this person is lonely, feeling alone, and maybe comforts himself with material things or with what he has. And so I wonder how long this person can keep this up. Somebody has a secret. somebody is keeping a secret. Somebody is keeping silent about something. It could be that they isolated themselves and went silent. But I feel they're holding back something. Because this speaks to hidden information. Holding back a truth, possibly. Okay, so you're in this time apart. There definitely is silence. The High Priestess is here. Along with this card, you guys are not talking, but they are thinking of you rather heavily, I must say. And they are, I feel like they dream and they fantasize, and I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like they're trying to keep, see, the King of Swords is there. So they're trying to keep, how would I say? It's like a war between the heart and the mind. They're trying to be logical about the whole thing. They're, you know, as it pertains to their perception, let's say. But they're fighting the heart because the heart wants it. Yeah. And, you know, so how long can they keep up this fight? I'm not sure, but I guarantee I know who's going to win in the end. And so it feels like they could be trying to convince themselves that maybe they're a victim, or that they're powerless, or that it's hopeless. They could have judged you and then disappeared and isolated themselves. I feel like there was a plan with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, but it didn't work. It didn't work out. It was, something was missing, or something was overlooked here, because the Knight of Pentacles is also here and he is also in the reverse. So there was a failed plan here. It's possible that something was done without thought or care. Somebody did something impulsively. It feels like they shut somebody out. It could be that, like, by their action, they actually shut themselves out, I feel. And see, she's trying to hold on to the scarf. She's out in the cold. Maybe they felt that they were out in the cold. Yeah, maybe they felt unloved or uncared for, and taken advantage of even. Yeah, because of the victim mindset. Maybe they had a lot of negative thoughts, and so did an impulsive action which landed them there. They isolated themselves. They did something impulsive, most likely ended it, shut you out, but shut themselves out also, and went into isolation. And now the consequences of that action is they're very lonely and can't get you off of their mind. Believe me. And now they're trying to find a peaceful solution to all of this. They're trying to keep their emotions under control, not to let things show. Their eyes slide over to her, and they're still very attracted to you, and they still want the cup. You see, over here, we see that they did indeed do something, and it's what they're looking at, okay? So, oops, sorry, it goes this way. It's what they're looking at. They're looking at the work that they did from an impulsive action that they made, or an action they took, that brought about this destruction. And so they need to look at that, and they need to learn from it in order to make a decision for the future, you see. And this has to do with this card. Bringing a relationship back to life. Relighting the flame. So after I did this, would this still be possible? So, and then we go up here and we see again, somebody's in reflection, okay, in this card of retreat. So we know it's the same person here who's thinking of you. And the preacher is saying, well, you need to retrace your steps, which is exactly what the hermit is doing here with that Five of Swords. He's retracing his steps. And that's what he advises you to do. Because the answer that this person seeks, or the solution that they seek, which is what they're doing here, looking for that peaceful solution, well, it can only be found in the past. Now, this can also indicate somebody who needs to learn to be more open-minded. And so I see that someone is indeed very focused on the past. They wounded somebody, and maybe now that somebody, and that could be you, they wounded you, and now they're wondering if it is possible to go back and light the flame again, you know. So they're very focused on what didn't work. They're very focused on the broken cup. They're yearning for someone from the past. And the pouch at this person's waist tells me that they have something to tell you. They have a secret. They have information that would help this situation. Or that could help your any emotional or mental turmoil you are suffering because of their action. Because the other person here in the picture has the bandage, you know, that would be you. And you're kind of looking at them, you know, can I trust them? And so there will be a decision taken to come forward to share this information, this secret. You're going to hear about this in the future. This person is returning, and they are seeking you. Because, you know, I mean, they have been fighting it. They didn't really want to do this because and this can be the ego also. So, I mean, it could be admitting to something they did. Now, if I look underneath the secret, we have the troublemaker. So, I mean, maybe they did do something deceptive. Or, maybe they were indeed the cause of all this trouble. Oh no, they definitely did something here. I have the false halo as the next card. So they definitely did something. You possibly didn't see it coming. So, it takes a lot of courage on this person's part to come and right the wrong. Even just admitting to it is a huge step for this person. Trust me when I say this. And so you have a person returning, and they are indeed returning from the past. And the Ace of Coins that didn't work in the past, that never moved forward, well, it is now in the upright. And this is what they think of. Look, what's next? Again, that Four of Swords and the butterflies. So they are in preparation to transform something here. The question is how to get you to pick up the coin, because there's two hands on that coin. This is a relationship that is working both hands together, working together for the future. And here we have the connection together. There you go. So how much longer can they keep this up, fighting this connection, being afraid to come, or letting the ego hold them prisoner here, letting their fears hold them prisoner. The dragon's lair. Well, someone is about to enter unknown territory. I mean, it could feel to this person, it could feel somewhat threatening and worrisome. And they may feel like they need to tread carefully and be really on their guard, With this card appearing, the path that you're on, or the path that they're on, whoever this is going to challenge them to the core. A new experience is calling them. One that will test their courage. Ah, 'tis why the strength is here. And this has to do, strength is falling on the Ace of Swords, my goodness. So this is something they got to speak up about. This is something they've been keeping secret. So this is something that is really going to challenge this person to come forward and do this, to speak this truth, to right this wrong. So they will have to gather their courage to take the risk, but still the choice is ultimately theirs to take. But this card says that there's greater value in taking the risk than remaining here unchallenged. And so what we see, look at that. Wow. This king, he is, oh yeah, he's taking control. He's stepping up to the challenge. And he's coming forward with the coin. Coming out of the cold. Yeah, you see? Look at that. Okay, he's had this on his mind. He now knows how to get past the obstacle. It's funny, you know, because the obstacle was himself. It was himself. He had to get up and make the change. Oh, yeah. And so, moving over to this side, King of Swords again. And he has taken his decision. And, well, with that hawk or whatever, I think it's a hawk, on his wrist, there on his hand, he could be expecting somebody to kind of, how would I say, dig their talons into him, you know. But he's taken his decision, and he's going to send that message off, and here it is. Airborne. It's coming. The Three of Wands in this deck speaks to the hunter. Somebody is seeking you out. In effect, well, let me say, hunting you, sort of. This person is most likely or has been watching you and waiting. I almost get the feeling with that card, there it is, that maybe they were waiting for you to come to them. And finally, when you didn't, they realized they had to get up and make the change. Which, indeed, they were fighting for the longest time, you know. And this has taken time because Knight of Pentacles is slow, very slow. So, this hunter most likely has been watching, waiting, and most likely he will have sent you a message or will be sending you a message. Now, in this card, you cannot see his face, so you don't really know what he's thinking. It's hidden. Again, we have this message of things being hidden. But what we do know with this card is that he is expecting, like there's a certain expectation for the results or the outcome of his efforts. Actually, with this king that sits with him, he's probably expecting you to be somewhat sharp with the claws, the talon. He might be expecting that you won't be too happy with them all. I'll just put it that way. But his heart is now leading the way, which can be somewhat uncomfortable for him because typically he's about the logic, you know. But now it is the heart who's leading him. It is the heart. And the heart, remember I said, I guarantee you I know who's going to win. It's the heart. Yeah. So that is what I have for you. You can expect a message from this person, from your past. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.